What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is episode 301 for your uh shit. We got January 7th, 2002. I'm your host Phil, and of course this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Saturday afternoons, wherever you may be. Guys, this is a pre-recording, so hi from the future. Listen, we had to, pre-record the Friday Night SmackDown post show because after everything, with this being episode 301, and you guys will be seeing episode 302 in just a few short hours again, happening at 7 o'clock. So go check that one out when it is time and ready to go for it. Saving episode 300 for Megan and her all-woman show. So we're pre-recording all things considered there. So this is episode 301. You'll see episode 302 later on today. And yeah, man, we're doing Friday Night SmackDown here. I know it's a little wonky. We're gonna be getting back into things hopefully on Monday with the live post shows. And yeah, man, we'll get it all sorted out. You guys know us. We we might not be as conventional as much of the other wrestling podcasts out there, but we get the job done. We're here. We get it done,
Indeed.
and we get it done in great fashion. Listen, SmackDown last night. It was a very interesting show. We got a lot of moving parts heading into the thing. The Bloodline continue to kill it. I don't care what you say. Whether you like the Bloodline, whether you don't like the Bloodline, they're killing it each and every time they're out there. Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens officially set for the Royal Rumble in 3 weeks' time. That is going to be absolutely fantastic. Next week on SmackDown, we have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going at it one-on-one. The plot thickens right there. Undisputed tag titles on the line in the main event. Amazing stuff there. SmackDown Women's Championship happened. Freaking crazy that Charlotte's getting cheered, but you know what? I'm kind of here for it. It's kind of weird that I'm actually kind of liking this whole thing. I don't like it. I don't like that I'm liking it, but it is what it is. Top Dollar, Ashante, the Adonis, B-Fab, turning heel, hit row, heel turn, hit row, heel row. It's just incredible stuff right there. Kofi Kingston and Escobar, it's they had a good match, surrounding their Royal Rumble controversies and everything like that. It was just a solid show. A solid show. And even though we had the unfortunate news yesterday that Vince is back, as far as we are aware of, creative is still Triple H's. So we'll see where things go. But we are not here to talk about fucking Vince McMahon, that piece of garbage. We're here to talk about SmackDown. So, Nate, how you feeling tonight, or this afternoon rather? And let's talk SmackDown, man. How was it?
SmackDown was pretty good, pretty good. The Bloodline still killing it. Even though Roman scared me in that first promo, yelling the way he yelled at Sami.
I loved it. I
Yeah,
freaking
I
loved it.
loved it too, but I'm like, oh man, I said, why you have to go off like that? Um,
Don't worry,
I,
he apologized.
yeah, he apologized. I about said two of my favorite wrestlers right now, Kofi and Santos, they killed it. That was a good match. I
Yes.
didn't think Santos was actually going to wrestle. I thought that he was injured. So that kind of surprised me.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, both of them my guys. So I love the match. It was kind of weird to hear Charlotte get cheered, like you said, Phil.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I wonder how long this babyface run is actually gonna last. Like, that's my thing about it now. Like, I just want to
Yeah,
know how it's gonna last or how long.
Yeah, I don't know. About to say, and then how come Sonya Deville is always like just randomly getting title shots? Like she just come out of nowhere.
Dude,
Hey, I want
dude,
a title shot.
fine, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I
sure,
guess so.
whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah, I see where you're coming from with that for sure. Scarlett Bordeaux, she actually competed tonight as
yeah,
well, or last night.
yeah,
That was like her first. Well, they mentioned that it was her first match in WWE, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe she
yeah,
had something in NXT,
yeah. She it was her first.
but on main roster, this was her first.
Yeah, it was technically like her first televised match. I about to say she wrestled
Right.
in like a couple of live events, but it was her first televised match, and she did pretty good. Um, a lot of people
She wasn't
didn't
bad.
know
Like,
that
like I'm not gonna be lying.
actually didn't know that she wrestled, and I'm like, okay, so y'all obviously didn't see her in the Indies or in TNA or anything like that. Um, she got some skills. She got some skills.
Yeah, no,
So
she was not bad at all.
yeah,
And plus, when you're going in there with a vet like Emma, um, people may think that she's new, but she's not. She's totally a vet in this business. Just look at her Tennille Dashwood stuff
right,
in Impact, and how good she is. But um, when you're in there with Tennille, it's always going to be a good time there, and she's good. I know I understand some of the slack that she does get, but it's the Emma character. The Emma character is what's really. It's not downplaying her in any way, because I mean, at least she's not doing the whole bubble pop and dancing thing. But
yeah,
it's the whole. It's the WWE Emma that's kind of getting the whole backlash from it. But it's fine for what it is. Madcap Moss, he slept in the cross jacket for the third straight time now. So um, at this point, I understand they're trying to use Madcap as like a thing to get into the head of Rey Mysterio, but to me, and we'll talk about this when we get there. Um, if Karrion Kross is going after Rey Mysterio, to me, just go after Rey Mysterio. Just go after him.
yeah. I would say that too. Like just stop stalling and go directly after Ray. But I guess they're like kind of stalling too because Dominic is still in the picture. So I don't know how that's going to work out if
True.
Dominic is still in the picture and then you have Karrion go after Ray too. So I don't know how you mix both of them together.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like Rey Mysterio's technically in two storylines right now on two separate brands because
Yeah,
it's just a weird thing. But I'm like, if you're gonna go after Rey Mysterio, go after Rey Mysterio. Let's not stall this any longer, because if they do, fans are gonna lose interest, and I already feel like that could be the case. Don't get the ball rolling at some point.
yeah. I'm hoping that they like with this whole Ray and Dominic thing, they finish it at the Royal Rumble inside the Royal Rumble match, or
Yeah.
like they just plan something after that at like WrestleMania or like the Elimination Chamber or something, just to like get it over with, so that way Ray could focus on something else. So hopefully
At
that
least
works.
the first part of the story, end it inside the Rumble match. End it inside the
Yeah,
Rumble match. If you want to revisit Ray and Dominic, and hell, even Rhea at this point, because hell, Rhea's been doing intergender matches at this point.
yeah,
If you want to revisit that at a time, do that for WrestleMania. But like for at least the first part, end it at the Rumble. That way we can focus on Karrion and Ray, so that we at least have something to do with him, because
right.
it's
Yeah,
gonna have to happen at some point. But we'll see. But other than that, guys, we'll get right into the thick of things when it comes to Friday Night SmackDown. Let's talk about the show tonight, guys. If you guys like what you're hearing so far, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are so close to 700 subscribers, and when we hit that 1,000 mark, it's gonna be a party. So go hit the subscribe button. Go get the merch. Bonfire.com, the
yes,
exclusive
sir.
Shit, no, it's not Bonfire.
Not
Fuck,
bonfire,
it's not
not
Bonfire
bonfire.
anymore. It's Teespring. It, that's my first fuck up with that. Teespring is the official home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. It's down in the description
Merchandise.
below. You guys can go get that today at Teespring. And I mean, you guys got one more day. One more
Yeah,
day.
tomorrow's the last day.
Tomorrow's the last day. Use code OTB30 for the 30% off your purchase. I know Nate over here got
Yes, sir.
himself an iPhone
Yes,
case.
sir. Yeah. It's on the way. It comes next week.
There you
So
go.
yeah,
There
I
you
can't
go.
wait. I about to
And
say
don't worry, guys. He will do a reveal
oh yeah,
when
yeah.
that happens.
Yeah, no doubt.
Um,
Yes, sir.
I listen. I've heard some good things about it, so hopefully, hopefully it's good quality. Hopefully, it will actually protect your shit, and
Yeah.
we'll
I
be good to go.
I just bought it just so that way I can show it off when I go to Texas in February. So
Hey, there you
yeah.
go. But yeah, man. Go get the merchandise today. We don't only have phone cases. We got the coffee mugs. We got the pint glasses. We got the
Yup,
hoodies, and
yup.
and the
The,
and the t-shirts,
the
obviously, for
t-shirts,
your guys'
we got the
enjoyment.
water
So
bottles, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
The H2O bottles.
yes. Like
Yes,
we
sir.
got some stuff over there. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so go check it out. 30% off your purchase when you use the code OTB30. Oh, and let's not forget, follow us all on social medias. All the TikTok links are down in the description below for everybody that is associated with OTB. Go check those out. Those are in the link in the description. I might actually have to put my backup page on there too at some point, because if your boy for some freaking reason gets banned on TikTok, you guys are not going to get rid of me. I will have my backup page. So go check that out. I finally reached 1,000 on there, but I'm actually losing followers over there. I had 1,008 at the beginning of the day. I'm down to 1,001. So what the fuck happened? But we're gonna be okay. We're going to be okay. I'm gonna make sure that we are okay. But yeah, just stick with us. We're gonna get through it. Hopefully, TikTok realizes that I am not the fucking problem and get that account warning out of the way. But yeah,
You still have that?
yeah, I do. Yeah,
Oh wow, I
yeah,
thought it was over.
no, no. See, people are saying to me that I don't have it anymore, but I tell them, yes, I do, and they're like, I can't see it anymore. I'm like, that's because you can't. It's only on my
Yeah, I was about to
side.
say
It's
it's
only on
only
my
on your
screen.
side. Yeah.
It's only on my side. And they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm like, well, there's nothing to be sorry about. You just thought it was over, but it's not. Um, I don't know when it's gonna be over, but hopefully it will be over soon. Um, but yeah, we'll get through it. Hopefully, TikTok. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw something on the news where they're trying to ban TikToks, so
Of
hopefully that
course
doesn't
they are.
happen.
They're always
Yeah.
trying to ban TikTok.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, I saw something on the news. They said in Wisconsin that they're trying to ban TikTok. I'm like, no. so so
Every 3 months, we're trying to ban TikTok. Every 3 months.
yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
We'll see. But yeah, guys. Let's get right into Friday Night SmackDown tonight. Or last night, I should say. Um, and yeah. So the Bloodline came out, and they're just fucking wrecking havoc. They're throwing chairs. They're just pissed off after losing to John Cena and Kevin Owens last week on Friday Night SmackDown. And yeah, the fans are chanting Usi as they all stand in the ring. Roman tells the fans to acknowledge him, as always, putting the ones up. And Roman tells Heyman that he will start things off a little differently tonight. Uh, he said that he would like to hear from the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn. He calls Roman the tribal chief and tells the fans how they all saw how they kicked off the show, how they kicked off Raw, and how they kicked off all of 2023. He says that this year is going to belong to Zayn says that they are starting 2023 off right. They showed up on Raw to send a message, and that is exactly what they did. They all won their matches, and they're sending a message this year. Roman then says, but he doesn't care about talking about this year. He wants to talk about last year. He says that Zayn had the biggest SmackDown match, that he and Zayn had the biggest SmackDown match of the year last week. Roman asked them what they think happened. Roman then says that some say that he lost, and he laughed hysterically. I don't know what kind of laugh that was, but Roman, what, I loved it. He's just this psychopath tribal chief now, like he was back in 2020. It was great.
Oh,
This is the 2020 Roman that we saw last night. Craziness. I loved it. So he and that's something that he doesn't understand because the tribal chief doesn't lose. It's not in his DNA. He thought about it and he said that he just didn't lose. Sami lost. Pointing to Sami. Sami's shoulders were on the mat, not mine. Sami's.
oh man.
Doesn't care about that. But what is confusing for him is why he called his shot. Why did he guarantee the win? Why did he do that? Roman does that. The tribal chief calls his shot. He always delivers. It's never a problem. I freaking love this Roman, bro. Like, he's legitimately pacing back and forth. I felt a draft coming through the TV. He's pacing back and forth so fast. I felt a draft. I'm like, dude, bro,
I was about to say it didn't get worse until the end.
Oh yeah, no, it got a lot worse. It got a lot worse for Sami. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, though, like I absolutely love this side of Roman. When he is just pissed off and just vindictive, and he's just like, "Yeah, fuck you," I like that. So, Reigns says that he doesn't understand. He asks Zayn if he wants to be the tribal chief, if he wants to join, if he wants to, take care of the bloodline, if he thinks that he can do something better than him. He says when you are Roman, you are always going to have to ask these type of questions. He asks Zayn if he wants to be him. Roman yells at Sami like never before.
Do you want to be me? Do you want to be the tribal chief?
Exactly. Ask him if he wants to be the tribal chief, if he wants to be running the bloodline. Zayn is cowering. He's like in the corner. He's like, "What the fuck did I do?"
And then Paul is just holding his mouth like this the whole time.
And it looked like Jimmy wanted to kind of step in, but Jay is like, no, 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 don't do this. Don't do this. Stay back. Remember when I did it? Remember when I said I don't give a damn what the tribal chief said? Yeah, no, you don't want to do that
He's
anymore.
like, yeah, you don't want the smoke. Yeah, nah, chill out.
You don't want that. I made my mistake there. You don't make yours. You're fine. Let him take his beating.
Man.
I'm telling you right now, though, when Sami loses to Kevin Owens next week, because I'm basically calling it right now. Sami's losing next week. I think that could be when the time Rose fucking he just snaps and he just goes all in on Sami. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm predicting that Sami loses next week.
I can see it happening. Yeah.
I'm predicting Sami loses next week, and then we don't know what Roman's gonna do. We don't.
Yeah.
If Roman's there. Hopefully he is there. Hopefully Roman is there to see. No, dude, no, I freaking love this story, man. I love everything with Sami Zayn in the bloodline. Um, so Kevin Owens then comes out after Sami is basically cowering, not in the corner, but he's like, don't hurt me. Um, he says before things go too far, he thinks Roman needs to calm down because he is, this is just misdirected type of anger here. He needs to stay calm, cool, and collected. The last time he saw him, he thinks that Kevin Owens was the cause of all of it, which he definitely was. Um, and he thinks that tonight he is the cause of it as well. You don't have a problem with Sami. You have a problem with me. So the way you solve this Kevin Owens problem is by putting your title on the line at the Royal Rumble. And Roman's like, listen, fine. I don't give a shit. I don't care about you. I just want you gone. I just want you gone forever. Kevin Owens said, fine, I'll leave. Not forever, but I'll see you at the Rumble. And Sami, I'll see you when you get your balls out of Roman's pocket, or whatever the hell he said.
Yeah,
Bro,
and I was
what
like,
the?
I was like,
Whoa!
I was like, man. I said, ooh. I like that.
So,
That was a good one.
so let me get this straight. On Wednesday's Dynamite, Hangman said, I'm gonna put your dick in the dirt. Hangman said that. And then last night on SmackDown, KO says, I'll see you when you get your balls out of Roman's pocket. What the fuck is going on in
I
2023?
don't know. I about to say this week has been very sexual.
I thought
I don't.
2022 was the year of horny when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, this week has been very, very sexual. I don't know what's been going on as far as
Zay,
wrestling.
listen, friend of the show, Zay, what is going on, brother? Like I thought you named 2022 the horny, but no, now we're still going. We're still going. Are we gonna go on to 2 years now at this point? It's crazy, freaking crazy. Um, but I absolutely love this. It was later on in the night where it was confirmed that we will be getting Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns at the Rumble for the WWE Universal title. Should be fantastic. Um, a lot of people are actually speculating that Sami could potentially, mistakenly, cost Roman the title. Do you see that happening?
Yes and no. I think that Roman, if Roman does lose the title, it definitely be at WrestleMania. Um, I'm
Right.
not sure if they'll have him lose the title to start the year. I think they'll have him carry both the titles into WrestleMania and then just have him lose one of the titles at WrestleMania. So
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool thought. Sami costing Roman the match,
yeah,
unintentionally, and then we just see where things go from there. But I still think personally that we will get Roman versus Cody or Roman versus Rock. Hell, even potentially both. And then we still have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the tag titles at Mania. That's just what I see happening. I still think Kevin Owens and Sami are going to team up against the Usos. That's just what I see.
yeah. Real quick, to all you TikTok Roman fans out there, Roman sounded exactly like y'all
Oh yeah,
last night.
yeah, no,
Last night when he said, "Hey, I didn't lose, Sammy lost." I'm like, "Oh my god!" When he said that, I was on my live and I was like, Yo, he sounded exactly like all you freaking Roman fans.
Exactly, bro. That's exactly what I thought when I first heard that. Um,
Oh man.
absolutely crazy. Um, now, if you guys remember, well, uh, 2 years ago, Royal Rumble 2021, Roman versus Kevin Owens, it was last man standing.
Last
Now,
man
I do
standing.
not think that we will get a stipulation involved in this time around. I know there's going to be at some point, there were rumors going around about a Hell in a Cell match for the Rumble this year. I don't think, I highly doubt it's going to be for this. I highly doubt it. Um, what's rumored to be the Hell in a Cell match is Finn Balor and Edge. We still don't know where the hell Edge is. So hopefully Edge returns at least some point during the next few weeks to build that up. Because if he doesn't, then what's the point of even having it inside Hell in a Cell? It would be cool to see Roman and KO go at it inside Hell in a Cell, but from right now, it looks like that's not going to be the Hell in a Cell match. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to bring up 2 years ago because it was last man standing. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be a. I don't think we're going to have a stipulation, but it would be cool. So we'll see. But yeah, this segment to start off the night, fucking perfect. I would not change a single thing about it. It was great. Um, but yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the Rumble already. We're only 3 weeks into this. Like, we
Yeah.
got 3 more weeks to go. So we have a white BMW pulling up. It's Charlotte Flair. I'm like, all right, Charlotte's actually rolling up in style, and I'm like, of course she has to because it's Charlotte Flair. But I'm like,
Right.
okay. It was a nice car too.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate even mentioning this guy because this guy's an absolute piece of. He's just a tool. But you remember Alberto and those nice cars he always came out into.
Yeah.
Those cars were nice. Those cars were really nice. I hated it, dude. His entire WWE run. But man, those cars are good.
Yeah, he came
Those
out with
cars are good
the
looking.
clean whips, man. The clean whips.
That's legitimately the only thing I liked about Del Rio. That is the only thing I liked about him. Were the cars. That's it. Because they were all nice. Everything else, though, despise. I did not like him. I still don't like him. I don't know what the fuck he is doing, but I legitimately don't care. I don't care. I hope he stays away because apparently he's trying to make a comeback. Don't come back.
Oh God.
Don't. Don't you even dare. And Triple H, I know you watch this show. Anything. If you do anything for me at all, don't bring him back. Nobody wants Del Rio back. If you say you want him back, you're lying to yourself. You're just lying. It's crazy. Who wants him back? I don't know. I'm not gonna um not gonna get into further much of it. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So we saw a clip from earlier on in the day where the New Day were confronted by Legado del Fantasma.
Yes, sir.
Santos and Kofi Kingston were kind of going back and forth because, Kofi's, the god of Royal Rumbles that just never wins. I would love it if Kofi won the Rumble one year. I would.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
we get all these great saves from him in the Rumble, but he doesn't actually win one. Dude, remember the pogo stick one?
Yeah, with the
The chair
chair.
pogo stick? Dude, I was so worried for that one, though. I was very worried for that one because, like, if the chair just somehow lands on one of the wheels awkwardly and it just falls back, first of all, he'd have to sell the chair actually doing a maneuver on him. Second off, he'd be eliminated. He'd be eliminated. But yeah, that one was great. The callback to what they did tonight during their tag match, not tag match, but during their singles match where he was doing the handstand to the
Yeah,
steel steps. That one's always good. When he leaped from the barricade to the ring apron, that one was fantastic. He's the king of the Royal Rumbles.
yeah,
I freaking love him. Um, Kofi and Santos though, this was a really good match, really good. Um, and I have to go back to you for a second because you said you didn't think Santos was actually gonna wrestle because you
Y-
thought he was injured. Where'd you hear that?
yeah, yeah. So he got injured at a live event, and the injury actually happened with Kofi. So
Oh, it.
like it was a ladder match with for the IC
Oh, the IC
title.
title match.
Yeah, the IC
Okay.
title ladder match. And I think he hit a backstabber on Kofi, but when he landed, Kofi landed directly on his knee.
Oh shit.
So he got taken out of the match because of his knee. So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay,
Okay.
he's gonna be out for a little bit. So I was kind of surprised to actually see Santos wrestle. So I'm like, okay, but you know, yeah, that's where I
But
heard it
yeah,
from.
this match was really good. I didn't hear about that. I knew that match. I knew that match happened, but
Yeah,
I didn't hear anybody getting injured or whatever. But luckily, he's all good and he's good to go. Legado del Fantasma distracted Kofi and the referee as Santos kicks Kofi basically in the face. He kicked him straight in the face. I hope Kofi's good. He hit Kofi with the Phantom Driver, and Santos got the win. 1, 2, 3, and you're good to go.
yeah,
Now this
sure.
was not a Rumble qualifying match, even though they were talking about the Rumble before this match happened. Um, but yeah, I mean, I come on, they're both gonna be in the Rumble. They're both gonna be in the Rumble. They're gonna be in there, and they'll probably do some kind of thing in the Rumble to call back to this match, and we'll see where things go from there. But yeah, Santos getting the win. Very happy with that. Um, NXT Tag Team Champion getting pinned though. It's on the main roster. You know, it's fine. We're in canon here. We're in canon here on the main roster. NXT is where they should not be losing.
Yeah,
We're fine. Um, it's weird seeing them with NXT tag titles, but you know what? I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. And whoever wins those NXT tag team titles from the New Day, they're made men at that point.
yeah, right.
Um, so it was announced after that match that Roman will defend the title against Kevin Owens at the Rumble. Sami Zayn knocked on the Bloodline's door. Heyman opens the door and tells Vincent, it's not a good time. It's not a good time right now. Um, Last week he told him life on the island of relevancy is staying 3 steps ahead at all times. Heyman says he still loves him, and he enters the locker room. Not even a locker room. It's not a locker room. It's like a freaking office. It's an office. Let's be real. It's not a locker room. It does not have a private locker room. It has a private office. I guarantee you, like like those evil mafia bosses that just sit
Yeah,
there, twiddling with their fingers or whatever, and have like their little dog sitting on the desk or whatever. That's what I imagine Roman is. He's just twiddling with his fingers, and he's just being a mafia boss. It's crazy. That's what he is at this point. He's like the final boss. He is. Who's gonna defeat this guy? Cody Rhodes. That's who. But
oh man,
it's crazy.
Cody Rhodes.
Shout out to Saul. But I know he would hate that.
Yeah. Bill,
Boo.
Bill.
We love you, buddy. Um, Liv Morgan cut a promo about how she will win the Rumble match. I love Liv, but I don't think so.
Yeah, nah.
Um,
Yeah. I was like, yeah, nah.
but if she called her shot and she actually does enter at number 1, I would like that. I would like to see how long she could go. If you're making a promo like that, where you're saying I would enter number 1 just as kick everybody's ass. I would like to see some type of like underdog story with that. I would, just to see how long she would go. That would be good. Um, and then we saw a clip of the whole Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt, LA Knight stuff, and then we had LA Knight backstage with Kayla
Yeah,
doing his thing. Yeah. Um,
yeah,
he feels damn good, not because he is in Memphis. No one feels good about that. He's like, shut up, Memphis. Anyway, he feels good because Wyatt's plan turned against him last week. He couldn't keep his goons in order, and he fell flat on his face last week. And all he has to do is kick the remains of Wyatt at the Royal Rumble, and everyone will start talking about him. Yeah.
yeah.
The match is going to be great. The Pinch Black match is going to be great. I like, listen, we might have to have
I,
night vision goggles on. We might
listen,
have to, but
listen.
we're fine.
I really hope WWE doesn't screw up this match. I understand it's like for sponsorship with Mountain Dew, but I really hope that they don't screw up this match. I really don't.
I really don't think they can.
I
I really don't
really
think they
hope
can.
not. I
Especially
really
with the
hope
way
not.
that it's been built up so well, right? It's been built up so well. I know it's the first time ever, and I know people are probably gonna, have some trepidation on it. But people had some trepidation when it came to the uh not beat the clock. The deadline match. What the fuck is it called?
The
Iron Survivor.
Iron Survivor match.
Um people had some like back and forth about the Iron Survivor, and that match turned out to be phenomenal, like for years to come in NXT. I'm not saying that the Pitch Black match has to be a staple on the main roster, but you throw in some of these here and there when it actually counts. This should be fantastic. And I know you always have to have some sort of stipulation when it comes to Bray Wyatt, which I understand. That I really don't like about it. But with the Wyatt 6, with Huskus the Pig still not being announced yet, with Abby the Witch, which still could be Alexa Bliss, a lot of stuff can happen with the Wyatt 6 in this match. And that's where I think it all happens. So, who knows?
Yeah.
I'm down for it. Like,
Yeah. Um, like I've always said, if there is any match besides the Rumble matches, obviously, is this match that I'm like kind of hyped for because
yeah,
we ain't never heard or seen it. It like it's a brand new match, so
right.
just waiting to see what happens.
And I'm glad they're at least trying. They're at least trying something new, and they're at least getting people talking.
Yeah,
Because what are we doing right now? We're talking about the match because we have no idea what it could entail. Just like when deadline deadline was around, we were talking about that match when we had no idea what the hell it was even going to be.
yeah,
I understand people's trepidation on it. I do. I understand people's like, like, all right, what's really going to happen here? Like, how are we going to watch the match when we can't see it? That's what people are really saying about it right now. Listen, we might have to have night vision goggles, but you know what? I don't care. I'll have them on. I'll have them on and I'll enjoy the match because it's going to be great. And LA Knight was I I had no idea that the first feud for Bray Wyatt, having it be LA Knight, would be this good.
yeah.
I thought
Exactly.
this would suck.
And they didn't even have a match yet, which is crazy. It's just been storyline straight and it's been good, really really good so far. So
Just think of this for a second. You would not have thought when Bray Wyatt came back to WWE that his first feud back in the company would be with LA Knight. If
no.
if somebody told me that, I'd be like, you're fucking crazy. Get the fuck out of my house. You have no business being in my house right now. What Like, why are you saying a sin? Why are you saying such a sin to me right now? But it's not a sin. This has been great. Like, what? But no, I think it's gonna be great. We're gonna be seeing some great stuff at the Rumble, regardless. And this year's Rumble could be one that we will never forget. We had a mixed tag team match with Karrion and Scarlett taking on Madcap and Emma. It was good for what it was. Like I said, they're using Madcap Moss as like a ploy to get inside Rey Mysterio's head. I'm not feeling it right now until we actually get to Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, same.
It was basically, just the cross hammer to the back of the head, cross jacket, not 1, 2, 3, but dropping the arm, and we're good to go. But I will give her shout out when it's due. Emma and Scarlett, you girls killed it for what you had in the match.
Yeah,
you were fine. After the match, Scarlett places Rey Mysterio's mask on Madcap's head, and Karrion was holding the not index card, but the deck card. The deck
that
card
was a dope
of
card. I don't know where
the
they got
card.
that card or who illustrated that card, but that card
Right.
was dope. I'm
I
like,
don't I
oh
don't know
my
how you made
god.
like an actual like card from like a deck of cards as a
Yeah,
Rey
like
Mysterio one,
it looked
but
so
that's cool.
fire. I'm like, oh my god.
And here's the thing: I would not mind if that just becomes Carrion's thing. If Carrion, whoever he goes up against, he has a card of the person
That
that
would be
he's
dope.
going.
Yeah, that would be dope. I
Like
wouldn't mind that either.
make that his thing. Make that his thing. I understand the whole TikTok and the hourglass thing. I get that. You can still have that, but have a card for every single person he goes up against. And it's
That'd
just
be
like
fantastic.
and it's a deck of Carrion's victims. I, bro,
That you on to something, Phil. You on to something, Phil. I like it. I like it. I like it. You
see, now I did not give a shit about the cards the last time. Remember the last time we talked about it? I did not give a single shit. But this time I actually figured it out. But yeah, this is cool. I'm not gonna go over everything that Charlotte said because it was kind of just her normal thing. Um, Point is, this led to a match with Sonya Deville. We talked about it earlier on. Um, Obviously Charlotte retained. I mean, it's nothing against Sonya Deville. I actually like Sonya. I think Sonya should be utilized a lot more.
yeah.
But
Charlotte whooped that trick, bro. She whooped
what the
that trick.
trick? There you go. It's not that I don't like Sonya Deville. I actually like Sonya. It'd be utilized a lot more. But when you're going up against Charlotte, especially this new, weird, kind of likable version of Charlotte, she's not losing. I hate that I'm actually talking good about Charlotte Flair right now.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Same.
It's
I know.
weird.
I know. It feels funny.
But here's the thing. I'm not mad at myself about it. I'm not. For some reason, this Charlotte just feels different. And it's not because it is different. It just feels different in my gut. I'm like, I'm not mad at this one.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this version. And I know I should be, but I'm not. I think it's still the honeymoon phase of her actually being the one to beat Ronda. Because
Yeah.
now we don't have Ronda as champion anymore, so I'm happy. Trust me, this honeymoon phase of me liking Charlotte is going to end. I don't know how it's going to end. I don't know when she's going to turn heel because I don't know when her babyface run is just going to end. This will stop. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to like Charlotte forever. Like this just does not convert me into a Charlotte fan. Like, something is going to happen to where I'm not going to be a Charlotte fan anymore, or not anymore, but like I'm gonna be converted back. Something's happening. I don't know what's happening, man. Happening to me, mate. I don't know what's happening to me, and I feel like a lot of people are feeling this way right now. Or at least the Charlotte haters that used to be a Charlotte hater, but kind of actually do like her because she beat Ronda. Dude,
Yeah,
it's so fucking weird to explain. It's weird to
yeah.
explain, dude. And I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. I know I'm not.
Man, yeah, is weird. Like the crowd actually like
The
cheering for,
crowd is
yeah, the crowd actually cheering for Charlotte. Like there's no boos. Like what?
the only time that there were boos is when she said whether you like me or whether you boo me, and then people
Yeah,
booed.
I booed the
But I
crap out of her when she said that.
but I think people were only booing in that crowd so that they could participate in the promo. I
Yeah.
don't think those are people that actually boo her. Or maybe they do. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. It's crazy. Um Charlotte won obviously with the figure eight. It's typical Charlotte fashion, but it's a thing, and people are actually kind of liking it. Um, Ricochet top dollar for however short this match was. This match was great. Shooting Star Press on Top Dollar looked fantastic, and Ricochet got the win.
Yes, sir.
I
And he
had a feeling
qualified.
Ricochet was gonna win,
And he qualified.
but did
Yeah.
I think we were gonna see a heel turn? Nah. I did not. I didn't think a heel turn was happening. I didn't, and I was so happy it did.
Yeah,
So
I
happy,
was happy that he did too.
so happy. Um, Hit Row get into the ring after the match. Top Dollar extends a handshake for Ricochet. He actually shakes, and they're celebrating in the ring together. Then Ashante just kicks the shit out of Ricochet's leg. Out of Ricochet's leg. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And like, oh Ashante, let's go. Let's go. And then Top Dollar was like, get this up. Get him up. And then BFAB is over here. He's like,
and then
get
B
him up.
and then BFAB got a lick too. I'm like, oh my
Kick him.
god, yo.
Kick him in the face again. Kick him in the face.
Yeah.
Ashante then goes right hands, like basically Luther's press style, just, clonks him. And then they do a double team move. And then Braun Strowman comes out, and I'm like, fuck you, Braun. I love you, Braun. I met you. You're cool. But, dude, this does not concern you. You have a title match next week against Gunther. You should be worried about that. Not your flippy flopper friend in Ricochet. And those are his words, not mine. You called him that on social media. Love Ricochet over here. We love you, bro. Don't take that out of context. We love you. But he was the one that said that, not me. But yeah, this was really cool. We cut to the Bloodline backstage. Usos are getting ready for their tag match, and Roman says to Heyman, "Call Sami." We come back from commercial break, and Zayn sits down. Zayn says he has to, first of all, acknowledge no Tribal Chief, because, everyone does. He says that the Tribal Chief, and that's not even a question. He is not trying to be the Tribal Chief or take power. If there is anything that he did to give him that impression, he apologizes. Roman and Zayn tell Zayn that he is not going to accept this apology because as the Tribal Chief, he holds himself to a very high standard. At the end of the day, he has no control over his anger, and he has to learn that. No one deserves to be spoken to like that. No one deserves that in front of the entire world. Roman says that he does not accept his apology because he should be the one apologizing, and he does apologize to Sami Zayn. Zayn says it's fine. He knows he's under a lot of pressure. Roman says he appreciates that, but that has no excuse to go along with it. He is embarrassed, and to basically make up for it, with Owens being right that he's not mad at Sami, he's mad at Owens, I'm giving you a chance of a lifetime to fix it. The KO problem will be dealt with, as you will take on Kevin Owens next week on Friday Night SmackDown. Zayn says, yeah, let's do it. I'm down. We will take care of this. No, wait. I will take care of the Owens problem.
This is like the first time that I'm like really really scared for Sami.
And here's the thing. He said last week, he guaranteed a win. He guaranteed a win last week, right? With Owens and Cena.
Yeah.
And they lost. He guaranteed a win next week. He's losing. He's losing.
I'm so scared of Sami, man.
He is losing, and we are going to be seeing something completely terrifying next week.
Oh man, Roman is about to go X Games mode next week, man. It is. Oh man,
Freaking crazy. And then we had the Undisputed Tag Team title match. This match is really good. Earlier on in the night, Drew and Sheamus were just in a bar chomping the shit out of each other. They're just chopping the shit out of each other, and then they got the whole bar, saying banger after banger, which was really cool. Listen, I know all those are plants, and I know that to say all those things. I understand that. I'm not a freaking idiot. I know these things, but it was still really cool to see. Apparently it was like not JR's bar. Jerry the King Lawler's bar.
Yeah, Jerry the King Lawler's bar. Yeah.
Like, just cool. Like, it's just really cool. But yeah, this match was really good for the tag titles. I saw it was retaining a mile away. I mean, we're not going to have...
Yeah.
Apparently, they're calling themselves the Banger Bros now, which is not a good tag team name.
Yeah, whoa.
You need to figure something else out there.
Yeah, no.
Because apparently, and here's the thing, and I learned this from Nico Extra, shout out to him, don't Google that. Don't do it. Don't Google Banger Bros on...
I know exactly where you're going with that.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I knew exactly where you was going with that.
I know Google's free, but you do not need to use it for that purpose. Don't. You're fine.
Yeah. Stay in school, kids.
just like the whole Gunther situation. Remember when people were going about the whole Gunther situation?
Yeah.
And now it's kind of just second nature. We just know him as Gunther now. But I mean, people still call him Walter.
Yeah,
I still call him Walter at times.
Yep. Yeah, I still call him Walter.
I call him Gunther only for these shows. Any other time, it's Walter. It's Walter. Because I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good tag team match here. Sheamus, he goes for a cover, but Jay drags Jimmy outside the ring. A lot of very, very close near falls for the Sheamus and Drew, where I legitimately thought at like most points they won the titles.
Yeah, when Drew hit that
it looked like
Claymore.
they did not get there in time. Yeah, the Claymore.
Yeah, the Claymore one. Yeah.
Like, bro, it just looked like at those two times specifically, they were not going to get there in time. And you know how Charles Robinson counts.
Yeah.
Because if he fucks up and he actually taps that 3, they have to give him the titles. So they had to be there.
Yeah.
Like, they were close. They were dangerously close. And I was like, shit. When the Claymore hit, I'm like, shit. He actually fucking hit it. 1, 2. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Jimmy just pops up
Jimmy,
out of nowhere. I'm like, all right, cool.
Jimmy, you almost fucked up. um, but yeah, really good match here. Um, so Sheamus throws Jimmy back inside the ring. Sheamus lifts Jimmy onto his shoulders, and Jay gets onto the ring apron. Sheamus then kicks Jay down, and Jimmy rolls up Sheamus, with Jay pushing Jimmy down for leverage, and they get the win off of that. I, I I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he does. Like he like holds the ropes, but like he puts his feet on Jimmy's ass just to like continue the leverage pin or something like that. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Like
for like pressure, added pressure.
yeah, like
Yeah,
apparently pressure on your ass. It continues to just gets the pinfall. And I know pause,
it's a
but
little extra push, Phil.
I know
See,
pause.
see,
But you know
yeah,
it
yeah.
listen. You know you get these buttons on me all the time. You guys should be used to it. Um, they're gonna be going crazy in the chat. I can already see them now. Just going crazy. Hi guys. Um, I know pre-recorded stuff. What's going on? Um, but yeah, the Usos retain. You're good to go. Really good SmackDown tonight. I wouldn't say really good. I just thought it was a very solid show. A very solid show that kicks off 2023 on a good note.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The whole show was smooth. Didn't expect heel roll to pop up out of nowhere,
Heel
but
row. Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Um, I
Shout out to
enjoyed,
Top Dollar. We both know him very well.
yeah, I enjoyed Sammy getting yelled at by Roman out of nowhere, and like that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, this is like the scariest. This is like the most like afraid I ever been for Sammy. so, so yeah,
I'm
next
telling you
week,
right now, when Zayn not leaves the bloodline, but when Zayn gets kicked out, men are going to cry.
yeah, I
Legit
probably will.
tears.
I probably will. Like, no.
Little tears, bro. But
Oh
yeah,
man.
it's all gonna be for the greater good, though. Um, Sami Zayn, no, you just gotta give him his props because he's legitimately like he made the bloodline so relevant again. It's not even funny. It's not like the bloodline were ever irrelevant, but when Sami Zayn joined, it took it to a whole other freaking level, bro. You gotta give him his props when it's due, because who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for your Friday Night SmackDown, guys. Hope you enjoyed our talks tonight. Make sure to hit that like button. Stay tuned later on in the night as we will have episode 302 coming your way. And yeah, we're talking the whole Sasha Banks backlash situation from Wrestle Kingdom 17. You're not gonna want to miss that. Nate was not part of that mainly because I forgot to just send it in the chat. I apologize, but but it's okay. Um, we'll all still be watching it together. I'll be in the chat with you guys, having some fun, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. Have anything else to say before we get out of here?
Nah, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Me too. Um, have a good rest of the night, guys. Stay safe. God bless, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.